was a surprise, actually, that this indictment was unveiled this early and not on a Tuesday, as was expected. And so in the 37 counts, you have 31 counts of violating the Espionage Act through willful retention of classified documents. Those 31 counts really specifically addressing individual documents that were retained illegally by Donald Trump. This indictment showing that not only did Donald Trump take those documents when he was not supposed to and keep them in a non-secure location, but apparently at least in 2 instances presented in this indictment, he actually showed some of those documents to people who did not have the necessary security clearance. So that in itself already something that we're learning that we didn't know before, where there is actual specific documents and specific events where he showed this to people who did not have the clearance. And then you have 6 counts of obstruction charges, obstructing justice. This in part when he tried to tell his lawyers to lie to the FBI and the grand jury by saying that he did not have or was not in possession of some of the documents that the Department of Justice had subpoenaed, as well as obstruction of justice when he asked his valet, Walt Nauta, who was also indicted today. He asked his valet to move around some of those boxes so that the search of his Mar-a-Lago home would not bring up those documents, and so basically asking his aide to hide these classified documents from the search so that they would not be recuperated. And as you mentioned, we also learned a little bit about what types of documents there were in these hundreds of documents that were seized. U.S. nuclear programs, potential vulnerabilities for the United States and for the U.S. allies, as well as plans for possible retaliation to a foreign attack. So very serious documents. We got a listing of the type of classification of these documents, too, in the 31 that were under the willful retention of classified documents. 21 top secret documents, and 9 secret, and 1 that was lacking classification, but that presented military contingency planning of the United States. We also got some of these pictures of how these documents were found sitting next to a toilet, sitting in a ballroom, sitting in a shower cubicle, as you said. And some of these documents, specifically documents pertaining to intelligence that was meant for the Five Eyes. That's, of course, the intelligence group that includes the US, Canada, the UK, New Zealand, and Australia. Documents that should only be seen by people that are security cleared from these countries, really sharing this intelligence. So really broad-reaching documents and very, very important classified documents found there.